About Andrew Tate, man, and as young men, I can see why you guys look up to him, because you are moralist men. You have no values, you have no positive male role models, so you latch onto a piece of shit like Tate, who has money, who has women. He would turn you out for $1. He's a fucking pimp.
For this guy, a professional fighter, to sit there and say that I should have some remorse for the addict, or some every time you fight, somebody has lost everything he had. Don't you dare lecture me, little man, about what I've done in my past.
Hello guys, in today's video we are going to reacting a podcast about Andrew Tate, in which Strickland start exposing Andrew Tate and what the Tristan Tate respond. So let's start to watching the podcast and react on it. Let's start.
I'm also like, take somebody like Andrew Tate.
You with Tate?
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you.
You don't but you seem to share a lot of similar values with him.
We share a lot of values, but Andrew Tate, here's the thing about Andrew Tate, man, and as young men, I can see why you guys look up to him, because you are moralist men. You have no values, you have no positive male role models, so you latch onto a piece of shit like Tate, who has money, who has women. You say, I want to be like Tate. All my problems in the world, they're because women are me. They're because this is that's not it. So Andrew Tate is a con artist. Did you ever watch that interview?
Go to the first one.
You ever watch that interview where
Let's talk about this. Yeah.
You ever watch that interview where he goes on in detail about how he pretended to be a cam girl and used to rob people's savings?
That was probably on ours.
Yeah, I think that might have been on
Maybe.
yours. Yeah, these
He
guys.
had the girls do the webcams, and then he was taking 100% of the earnings.
And no. He
100%?
He also said that he would go on there and pretend to be men and have them send them $100K.
No, he'd go on there and pretend to be the girl.
Yeah, pretend to be a girl and have them send. So this guy, who is an utter con artist, and he shows no remorse.
That's what every OnlyFans
Okay.
Every
right now,
OnlyFans
too.
has some assistant guy that's
OnlyFans,
girls.
obviously.
Yeah, I know. Every girl I know
Okay.
OnlyFans, you guys, they don't even run their OnlyFans.
So it's essential.
So all the top earners of OnlyFans, when you're on there talking to them, you're not talking to them, you're talking to a male assistant.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to see the way you talk with no remorse, it wasn't. You know what, man? I did something so morally wrong. I took advantage of men. I took money from men. It was like, no.
Okay.
I'm a con artist. I'm a piece of shit. So Andrew Tate, you guys, if you want to look up to a guy like Jordan Peterson. He understands masculinity, honesty, how to be a fucking man. But I'm telling you, Andrew Tate, he's not your messiah. He would turn you out for $1. He's a fucking pimp. He's a whore.
Do you think anything he does
I think there's
preach
good and
is
bad
positive?
in everyone.
But
though, too.
he's good and bad, but he's a con artist. What I'm saying is, like, for instance,
Practice what you preach.
practice what you preach.
Yeah.
Andrew
Like-
Tate found a con,
Right.
and he's running with it, and he's making a lot of fucking money. And don't be like him. Don't want to drive a fucking Bugatti and don't Andrew Tate, you guys. There's so many better male role models to have,
Right.
and he is the definition of trash. Let me tell you, if Andrew Tate was right here, bro, he wouldn't even make eye contact with me. He'd be so fucking scared of me. So we'll conclude this, dude. Just I'm gonna keep rocking my Hyundai accent. We're gonna keep making money.
Chevy Volts.
And fucking thank you guys, because you were the reason why I got this fucking shot. That's fun. But I'm telling you right now, dude. If you meet a girl and she doesn't want to be with you while you're driving a fucking Hyundai accent, she ain't the fucking one, dude. So,
Because that just means she's not a high value woman. You gotta get you a high value woman, not the low value women. Red pill, blah blah blah.
Some fighter the other day. I can't
No.
remember his name. I think he was a boxer, maybe a boxer.
No.
Saying something like, those guys used to scam people.
Tristan Tate
Webcam models are a
respond
bad role model for whatever.
Strickland.
What?
Now this is the quiz in
One,
the
you're a fucking hypocrite.
whole
Let me explain why
episode.
that guy's a hypocrite. When you run any type of entertainment business,
Webcam.
whether it be a Twitch
Right.
streaming agency, a Rumble streaming agency, a Kick streaming agency, a webcam streaming agency, or whether you're a boxer or a fighter, you are leaving the door open for some people to completely abuse vices in your name, and you have
Right.
nothing that you can do about it. When
Right.
you run a webcam studio, there are people who visit the girls and talk to them in a very healthy way,
Right.
spend $50 on a weekend, and exit. And then you get addicts who are uncontrollable, who will throw all their money at webcam models until they're destitute. And the addict cannot be saved or
Right.
cannot be helped by not running your business. You close that down, the addict's going to go to someone else. Now, for this guy, a professional fighter, to
Right.
sit there and say that I should have some remorse for the addict or some control over what the addict does is embarrassing, because he
Right.
has yet to turn the mirror on himself.
Right.
He is an entertainer. He is fighting in the ring. He is providing entertainment for these millions of people around the world watching him. You think people don't bet, my G? You think people don't bet healthy amounts of money on your fights and hope that you win, and when you win, profit
Right.
from it? Yeah, that's cool. Because the betting and the fight purses are linked. The fact that there's so much gambling involved and the fact that
Right.
people bet is why you get paid in the fucking first place. And let me tell you something. The big money in the betting and the
Right.
big money in the gambling doesn't come from the guys who watch your fights and use this gambling service in a healthy way. No, it comes from the addicts, the degenerates, the people who cannot be helped. Every time you
Right.
fight, somebody
It's
has
a
lost
point. No.
everything he had. And for me to sit there, having done what I've done and having lived the life I lived, and say this fighter
Right.
should feel
Right.
remorse. This fighter is a bad example to men, because through his
Okay.
fight purses he has scammed millions out of degenerate gamblers who cannot help themselves would be false. And for you to lace up
Okay.
and say, you know what? If you want to be a critic of me, you want to be a critic of my brother, okay, cool. Good. Then you do this, my friend. You say, I will fight
Right.
for money at a much reduced fee as long as
Right.
nobody in the world can gamble on my fights. That way I've protected everybody. And I'm completely responsible, and I did not, no betting website scammed some gambler out of his cash. Don't, when you're in the entertainment business that bankrupts families and people because of their lack of self-discipline, don't you dare lecture me, little man, about what I've done in my past. Because the addicts cannot be helped. I'll tell you what I do. You would lose all your fight contracts and all your sponsorships if you said something like, no one bet, no one gamble on fights. No, everyone stop it. You got into the octagon. Thanks for watching me. Got into the boxing ring. Thanks for watching
Right.
me. But don't ever gamble and
Right.
don't bet. You'd lose every contract you have. I come along. Even when I was running my webcam studio years ago, I
Right.
would do podcasts about the ins and outs of it and advise young men never to partake in these activities. Do not lecture me. I'm talking the truth.
Right.
You're probably serious. I don't give a shit. And you're all broken. So yeah,
Right.
how do I conflate being anti-pornography and having run an adult entertainment business in my past? My knowledge from the business is
Right.
completely anti-pornography. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't give a shit about the issue. And I'm a loud voice on this issue. And I'm changing young men for the better. So don't lecture me.
The reason why I drive like a shitty Hyundai is one, I'm cheap, very cheap.
Right.
But like the entire world makes you feel inadequate. Everything we do, from what you wear to what you drive, you are born living
Right.
in a commercial. When you're a little infant and you're watching TV, you are born looking at Audi and Mercedes commercials. When you handing a kid a cell phone, they are born, they're being fucking brainwashed. And like, dude, I love America more than anything.
Oh, so sweet. Actually, they were talking about their businesses. One of is a fighter, and other is the webcam studio runner, plus content maker. So both run their business and they are fighting. Comment here who is right or wrong. Comment below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for the next.